Well, let me ask you this. When you hear the word masculine or masculinity today, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, the problem is that it's like we have this cartoonish masculinity that's embodied by, like, Donald Trump, who in my mind doesn't, to me, like, look, these are words, and words, the meanings of words are always argued about, right? But to me, masculinity is about, and should be about, basically traits that are common to men, both positive and negative. And among the positive ones ought to be like the certain ideals, which are to be protective, to be caring, to be brave, to be someone who is generous, calm. These are like, kind of like ideally what a man should be. Donald Trump has none of these characteristics. Okay.
No.
But I guess you could say might be brave. He's been through a lot of shit legally. But
frankly, he was shot and bleeding, and
that's true. That was brave. He behaved himself. But I mean, the point is that, like, to me, that's not like really what a real man is like. But I mean, it's subjective. But when I think masculinity is sort of it's not the antithesis of feminism. It's the antithesis of femininity, right? So what is that? And we can argue about it. It's different things for different cultures, for different people. But whatever it is, it shouldn't automatically be considered bad. And there just doesn't seem to be a place for it. And especially, look, this is where I was waiting for you to attack liberals, and I think you were going to be right. I mean, it's like, I mean, liberals have been very mean to masculinity and to male ideals and for a while now, and I don't see a way out. It's only getting worse because it's kind of like we're being told, just shut the fuck up. No one needs you. I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, I could name some specific examples, but like if you're trying to pitch a show in Hollywood these days and you're like, oh, it's really unfortunate if you're a white guy, like they're really not going to want to hear from you. It's almost like you'd be better off pretending to be a black, like, lesbian woman, and then you might be able to, play something in Hollywood or sell a book, or they don't want to hear from us. They don't think they're going to make any. I mean, the irony is, go woke, you go broke. There's all these Hollywood shows that have been like very minority centered that haven't done very well and have had to be canceled. A lot of book memoirs have not done well. I mean, look, there should be space for all of it, right? I mean, we're one big society. It should be roughly, if white people are 50% of our population, which they are, about roughly 50% of everything that's out there should be about white people. If black people are roughly 15% should be about them, and so on. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept.
Well, because I think the attitude is we, and I'm going to say, because you and I are both white males, have had our day, and that day is over.
Right.
And now it's time for you to pay, to pay the piper. And we're here to, you talk about dominance. And I thought that was really well put and very jarring, because you're absolutely right, Ted. This isn't about, leveling the field. It's about diminishing one person, one aspect, one group of people so the other can rise up. And that's, I've never understood that attitude. We want to, eat the rich. Well, no, I know I want everyone to have the same things the rich have. That would be my preference, given a magic switch that I could turn. You can't. And like you said, how many instances have there been where you felt extremely uncomfortable? I mean, I know I recognize that's, this flies. We were just having statistics. And so that backs up much of what we're saying, but also how many instances, I mean, I can tell you numerous. It's one of the reasons I left the newspaper business, is that the attitudes towards me, looking like I look, made me uncomfortable, pissed me off. And so, they're going to be women and they're going to be minorities who say, how's it feel, asshole? And I I was one of those
I've
people.
heard that directly. Even from like friends, like women who are friends, like, oh, poor baby, sucks to be you. And I'm like,
Well,
I see their point, but it's not a very like deep, it's not a really profound point, is it? I mean, we all have, and the thing is, in the same way that like when women are mistreated or neglected, you're not just talking about them on their own level. You're talking about our sisters, mothers, our spouses, our lovers. We should care about them also because we're all integrated, and vice versa, right? They should have the same exact attitude.